Okay, muscle relaxation of the face. Is it possible? How do we do it? Is there a natural way? What do I use? What do I recommend? Let's have a chat. So this has been the focus lately. We're talking about strong muscles or natural Botox and how can we achieve this? So what I struggle with personally with my face is I love what I do. I love talking about what I do, and as a side effect, I talk with my forehead and it's always been a problem. So when I was younger, I did have some Botox. I had it here, but what I found is when you paralyze that area, then all of a sudden you start using these areas. And I didn't like, for me, I had headaches from it. And I didn't like that it comes out of a black box warning. I didn't like that it had 2 pages of side effects. So I was in my 20s back then, and I was working in clinics where that was just the norm. So today I don't do any of that. I have found there is peptides that can relax the muscles and work on the integrity of the skin. So that's what I'm going to teach you a little bit about. So personally, if you think of the skin, it's a waterproofing organ. It's very good at keeping things out. So what we're wanting to do is encourage product penetration. So we want to already have a good foundation. We want to have our nice healthy barrier function, and we want to be using active forms of vitamin A and antioxidants. So we've got a nice nourished skin factory. And now we're target treating. We're moving into working on that line and wrinkle. So there's 2 things. One I use personally a lot is this beautiful, pretty product. What you're looking at there, that color is malachite extraction, very anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It has a peptide in here called amplified arginine, and that works very good for the vertical and horizontal lines. So personally, I massage this in for 10 minutes, and when I go to bed, I feel like, my forehead's had just a nice, it's let go of all the tension of the day. Right now it's the afternoon to evening's coming, and I've been talking all day, so these muscles have had a workout. So this really helps to take the stress out. The other thing I find it works really well on is it cleans the cortisol, the stress hormone that builds up in the nerves. Our skin's very rich in nerve endings. It builds up in there, and unfortunately it causes inflammation, and it cleans that out too. So it's very anti-inflammatory. So I can use it a lot with skin problems that are in a flare of different types. But the actual Botox, and it's got a good name, Focused Round Serum, this has 3 targeted peptides that relax those muscles, but you really need to help it in. So this is not a product for everyone. You really want to make sure that you got a plan for using it. So I like to use the machine to help pop that in. So some people have a DF mobile, or I'll use in the clinic a really strong version, and I'll be able to infuse that into the skin to create that real muscle relaxation. And it will work also on the line and the wrinkles. So it's going to improve the integrity of the skin a lot. So it's not just making you younger. I've just finished a course of medical needling, and now I'm doing weekly TCA peels at the moment. So I'm still sort of regenerating. So I'm still getting light shedding towards the afternoon, and in the morning it looks really great. But towards the afternoon, because I'm still in that regeneration process, it can look, the skin to me looks a little tired. And then the next morning it looks fantastic again. And this is just where I'm at with my protocol. So why do I do that kind of protocol? Because it thickens the structure of the skin. It's helping my skin also factory make more hyaluronic acid, so the water jelly between the cells. So it's helping my products penetrate. It's thickening the structure. It's correcting the barrier function as well as the epidermis. So the skin runs like a younger, healthier model. But then when I'm using peptides like targeting problem areas, they're going to have a lovely penetration. They're going to have a lovely result. So if I had all this glued tissue and I put those on, good luck. Like, I just think you're wasting your money. So you really need to prep the skin a bit and have some tools to help it get in. So you kind of want to kind of separate and correct the cells so it's going to work. And that's why, you know, everyone will have a slightly different project on how I would recommend using them, and a plan. Everyone needs a plan to get the result you deserve. So the money and time you're spending is going to get a great endpoint. So these are the two peptides. So if you're always thinking about your skin, you want to have a healthier barrier function, and then you're working on hopefully as many forms of vitamin A as possible, with antioxidants and peptides. That's the triangle. So that makes up a very healthy recipe that the skin is naturally made of vitamin A and C and E. So it loves it, but it's like a bucket with lots of holes. Everyday environment, lights and pollution, artificial light, direct light, these are all robbing the vitamin A. It's creating holes in the bucket. So we're kind of on a mission to help hold on to our vitamin A, protect it and replenish it. All right. Have a lovely day. Hopefully that was educational, and we will talk soon. Bye for now.